Joanna Lin with the Prosperous Agency. I'm here with Mr. Steve Rao.
Yes.
Our, it's like the overall encyclopedia for us. So we want to know about jobs. We're asking Steve. We want to know about what's happening in the Morrisville's council.
Yeah.
We're asking Steve. We want to know news about politics, and here you go. We're asking Steve because he's going to be where? Come on,
well,
come
yeah,
on.
I'm joining Spectrum News as a commentator a couple times a month on technology and innovation issues, immigration, and have my own radio show. So I'm dabbling in the media now, in addition to being a city councilor, and I really love it. And I consider you, the Prosperous Agency, does an excellent job with Facebook, social media as a marketing tool, which is excellent, outstanding.
Well, because we are really trying to focus on providing value to our community, value from all perspectives, right? When it comes to jobs, when it comes to economy, when it comes to politics, which we're not going to go into politics ever. You can ask Steve, but today we're focusing on jobs, which is a huge subject because there's a lot of people that are moving here for that purpose. I was just reading CBS News' article here, and Glassdoor definitely put Raleigh on number 8 as best cities to relocate to when it comes to jobs. So job hunters are looking at how easy it is to find a job, how affordable the city is, and how much the people that are working those jobs are actually enjoying their work and their everyday life with their family. Because obviously, right, not everybody likes going to a place that they don't enjoy the whole day, work and just get a salary. So we're going to, Steve here is going to give us his opinion on why is Raleigh a top place to move to when it comes to jobs. Maybe not just Raleigh, but just generally the whole area. So let's just focus on Wake County for now.
Okay.
So Raleigh, Cary, Morrisville, Apex, everything. Just a little overview on what you think.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, Joanna.
You're welcome.
Well, the most exciting thing is that the bad news is that a lot of jobs are being lost through automation. This is happening all across the country with manufacturing, robotic process automation, and many Americans scared of their jobs being displaced. So typical jobs like call center jobs, service desk jobs are all being automated. Those are thousands and thousands of jobs. President Trump brought this up during the 2016 presidential campaign. But the good news is there's a lot of new jobs being created.
Right.
New jobs in areas, North Carolina is the 3rd fastest tech economy in the country. So just in the technology space, the new emerging industries in artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, blockchain, smart technology, smart cities, sensors, all of these are going to create lots of new jobs. So you mentioned, we've talked about Trial Card, adding new jobs, all the different companies. A perfect example is Infosys, a global company, multi-billion company headquartered in Bangalore, India. When the governor brought them into North Carolina, they decided to create their 10th innovation hub in Raleigh. They picked Raleigh because of the proximity to the airport, the tremendously talented skills that we have, but the most important thing was what a great community college we had with Wake Tech. In North Carolina, there's a community college every 30 miles from every city in the state. What their CEO said was many of the jobs, they promised 2,000 jobs, and they've already hired 900. And many of these are in jobs that don't exist today. So they're literally working with a community college to train people on AI, cybersecurity, analytics, data science. These are the jobs of the new economy, and it's going to have a profound impact on workforce training. The second example I'll give you is Schunk USA. One of the most advanced manufacturing shop floors I've seen. They're a German company. I was at the ribbon cutting. I did a tour with Milton Gary, the president of Schunk USA. There was a high school kid I met there who went through the NC TAP apprentice program. He's making $100,000 a year as a high schooler, didn't go to college. He's operating the robot that is manufacturing the product at Schunk. They manufacture gear and all kinds of equipment. So quite fascinating that we all live in a world with our children. They're going to go to college, they're going to get a job. But there's many people in Wake County that are listening today that could say, I'm going to go get training, I'm going to go get a...
Maybe skip college.
Skip college, make some money.
Right.
I could go on and on, but the fact of the matter is there's over 280,000 unfilled IT jobs today in the United States, maybe even more than that, just in the next 5 to 7 years.
Yeah, Trial Card, you mentioned that, is adding 300 to 400 new jobs in Morrisville as we speak. Also, let's talk about health, right? Math Fusion, there's a lot of health jobs.
Health jobs,
right?
Healthcare is a big industry.
What are the hospitals, Duke? What are they doing with cancer research?
Oh, tremendous opportunity. I mean, I think you're seeing, a lot of these medical systems are buying doctors' practices. Medical practices are looking at how to contain costs, how to bring electronic records in, looking at data, privacy, security. And cybersecurity is big. I mean, our healthcare information, is it secure? Is it safe? I would say that is a huge issue affecting cities, affecting healthcare. We can all be hit by attack. And of course, in the middle of a new presidential debate, people talking about the healthcare in terms of what is the best way. Do we pay for Medicare? But the most important thing is the cost continues to go up. And no one really seems to understand or say, you're in the business of, people are buying for a house, they need a job. But across the board, what I hear from people is the number one cost is healthcare.
Absolutely.
And nobody really has an answer how they're going to bring that cost down.
Right. And so talking about Raleigh, just so I can take a little bit from the light that has just shown on Steve, because he's absolutely wonderful. But talking about Raleigh affordability and healthcare, right? It definitely matters regardless of whether or not you're a millennial or you're a baby boomer or you're coming here to retire. Everybody has to pay healthcare. And so when you're thinking about coming to Raleigh, you need to understand that you can still find a house in the 250s in Raleigh. And so taxes are still very affordable. I just put someone on a contract here on new construction in Holly Springs at $385,000, brand new home, amazing. So how easy is that compared to other states?
Well,
right?
you and I are really starting to think like, and you took the words right out of my mouth.
Right.
I mean, we are perfectly positioned because of the three strong universities, the cost,
right.
And many companies are they're looking at California, they're looking at Boston, they're looking at Northern Virginia,
right.
And they want to come here.
Right.
You have that going for you as someone that's as a realtor.
Right.
The second thing I would say is just the tech community we have here, the innovation, the universities, the community colleges, and the research in life sciences. There's thousands of companies doing research for pharmaceutical companies.
So JP Morgan Chase just opened a branch in Chapel Hill, 40 more across the state, creating 250 jobs. USDA considering the triangle for a 700 job office, just so you know, real quick. Advanced Auto Parts currently moving to Raleigh with the headquarters, which would mean 435 jobs. French biotech Selectis, a company researching ways to use gene editing to treat cancer, is bringing 200 high-paying jobs to Wake County by 2023. Software, Pendo, downtown Raleigh, adding 50 people per quarter and already employs around 333 people. I mean, we have just in the last 18 months or so, Wake County has quietly added more than 14,000 jobs, according to figures put together by the Raleigh Chamber of Commerce. So, and that's just something that we quickly put together for you guys to understand that if you are relocating here, we are in the Cary, Morrisville area. Both of us have families. We run businesses. We are very busy individuals. However, we want to make sure that you understand the value of this area generally and globally. I just got my certified international property specialist designation. So, just so you know, just studying throughout the whole week, studying the area itself and other continents and other states and residences for more professionals, right? I was looking at professionals who's coming here. This is such a strong area because weather is great. Right?
Weather is great.
Again, as I said, strong universities, innovation and all of that. So research, doctors, universities, schools, great schools. So if you are considering coming here, please consider this area as it's really hot and it's just growing. Steve, anything else that you would like to add? Very important.
No, the only thing I'm with is that as we bring in these new jobs, that means more houses. We have to address selling more homes, filling up our schools. We're addressing how do we build capacity for schools, how do we make more investment in transit, which I think is missing in this area, more bus service, more commuter rail to get around, keeping our economy healthy by working out, staying fit. And I think at the end of the day, these jobs will have a ripple effect. So the more tech jobs you bring in, the more banks you need. The more banks you need, the more homes you need to finance. it's a ripple effect. But this is one of the fastest growing counties in the country. I think we're all very fortunate to call the Research Triangle and Wake County our home.
Right.
And if you want to keep up, I'll be doing more. I'll be doing over Labor Day a segment on Spectrum News with Tom Looney, Wake Tech Chair, on new jobs in the economy, talking about how our workforce system is changing.
Right.
What is this going to mean for us as parents, as educators?
I just hope the computers are not going to take over. I really do. Right? Because they cannot have...
You're always going to need a human being. Right?
You're always going to need a human being. So with that in mind, that's a really good way to end this. You're always going to need a human being.
Thank you, Populous Agency, and love you guys. Have a wonderful summer.
Thank you, Steve. Bye. Bye, everyone.